when someone cheat on someone, that means they didn't have the communication skills. For example, women, we cheat because we are not feeling any connection, emotional connection with the other person.
What society has made us and conditioned us to be is very hard surfaced, pornographic, and disconnected.
It's like
the
functional erection, specifically with those clients, they need more build up because they are too aroused, they feel very disconnected from their body. Literally, they cannot control direction.
And if they do feel like they're going to ejaculate as well, I always get them to roll their hips. Shake your hips, move your hips.
She's taking over me. Okay, go ahead.
I want to give them a little grind against someone. I want to completely be taken over.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Sex, Love and Energy. This is MJ and today I have an amazing guest. Please, miss, introduce yourself.
Hello darlings, I am Ginger Aria. I'm a sex, love and relationship coach and tantrika, and I love to talk to everyone about eros and our energy, just sex, love, energy, perfect thing.
Oh my gosh, let's go. So I want to know, to start with, because obviously I know you are curious too, how you go into Tantra. Can you tell us a little bit more?
Yeah, so my story, just a real quick story. I thought that there was something missing in my own sex life and also with the connections that I was making with men. I was working in the adult industry and also had my own connections with men, and I was just like so confused every time, like, why am I not enjoying this, and why does it seem so much effort, and why do I never reach this peak that everyone's talking about? And then I'm like, there's something missing within my sex life, and I think everyone else is as well. There's this huge disconnect, and especially bless you,
I'm sorry. But that's true. That's why.
That's a little bit of an orgasm that you just had in the camera.
Okay. Keep going, please.
Yeah.
So something was missing there, and then you were trying to find the connection of why. How can I be better? How can I feel more connected with my body and during intimacy? Actually,
it's like my own experiences with my own body, and then also feeling like the men weren't able to give me what I want. And so I went on a little mission, heard about Tantra. I can't remember how, I think someone had told me about it. So I made it a priority at Confront, which is a little hippie festival happening in Victoria right now.
Oh wow, yeah.
Happens once a year. I'm not there. And this woman was doing this Tantra workshop, so I went. So I'm gonna talk like this because it's more comfortable for me.
She's a bit nervous, so we have to just make her comfortable.
Do I look over there? Or
no, you can. You look any way you want, and you.
I'm gonna look at your cleavage.
My shabuzzin is like coming out, but guys, it's okay. It's okay. Okay. And then,
anyway, in this workshop, I got to experience this real heart connection with my friend who went with me. And you know, they spoke about presence, they spoke about vulnerability, and then and then at one point there was a give and receive with touch. And this is you know what, my whole body is feeling alive right now just with this touch. I'm just like,
my energy is going okay, so let me move here a little bit. Come closer. Come this more that direction. So you have more space. We have a space. Here. Okay.
I was in this workshop with a friend.
Yeah.
And we were eye gazing, touching each other's heart.
So you went to, so let's summarize this. Okay. You went to this workshop, they call it, what was the name?
It was just like, I think, beginner's Tantra workshop.
Okay.
Something like that.
But I wanna, because before we start, we feel me a little, no, it's all right, that's what we want. I wanna know, you say, you were working in the sex industry.
Ooh, pinpointing that one.
Sorry, because
I don't want to go too much.
No, but
detail.
not too much. It's like getting to like, if there is a big connection because you feel the lack of when you met those guys, maybe you were looking, they are so what's the word? They have this system of disbeliefs in terms of how they should perform or what do they feel, but actually they are not feeling anything. They're just going through the motions. I do believe it's not just in the sex working industry, but also while I'm dating. I don't know you, but me, it's like sometimes it's like guys, they don't really care much. I mean, I don't blame guys. I don't blame you at all. But it's like, why you are not getting into more like try to understand the woman. Try to be more like nice and connected and soft. And I think you should, there's a big responsibility, and that's why you kind of felt like, I need to do something about this.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like all of us have been constructed to be, and what society has made us and conditioned us to be, is very hard surfaced, pornographic, and disconnected.
It's like,
and even when you're meeting someone as well, like dating, in the dating game, it's very much like you meet, there's like this sexual connection.
She's coming up.
Yeah, I'm receiving.
Yes, receive this.
Yes. Oh, it feels so good. I felt like, I sort of realized as well that there was this disconnect for us all growing up. And then when you really like look back into your own kind of needs and what you were like when you were a kid, and so curious and so sensual, and everything was like, I don't know, there's like a moment in your life when you're a child where everything turns you on.
Yes, because you feel like aroused from anything, and kind of like you don't know what to do or how to do it, but you feel like, oh, maybe I get just a little bit stimulated. So on, you start like trying new things and including kinks or whatever you feel like, and then you start like discovering yourself. And I think it's part of the journey.
Yeah, and it's like this sensual curiosity that we don't seem to have, even now when I'm dating, people don't seem to have that curious kind of, ooh, cheeky touch sort of thing. It's very much like grab, and in Tantra, it's very slow and about the journey and just like what it was when you were a kid, like this curious.
It's curious to discover these new layers of yourself. Because it's like, okay, I'm gonna just, when you meet someone, it's like, okay, sometimes it's good to have passion, but I do believe.
Sorry.
No, I'm not gonna touch because then YouTube is gonna ban me. But you can, sometimes it's like you can be soft and nice and gentle, and we are so conditioned into this grab, slap, and spit. So quick, like the porn.
Oh my God!
Have fucked the real relationships. Because actually, I don't know. Even like I had Alex Gray, and in one of my podcast episodes, and she's a porn star, and she said that when she had sex, when someone in the relationship, is not the same how she performed, because when you perform, you have to act in certain way over the top, and people, you need to more, I think when you have that little curiosity, you're going to feel more like connected, literally connected. You just put out all this judgment or beliefs you could have around sex, and then you're going to be, you want to enjoy more. That's it, enjoying. I want to know more about you, how you share Tantra with people, because you and me, we have different styles. Even though we share Tantra, we talk with people, we have some clients, the way we do it is different.
And I feel like within every tantric practitioner, it's going to be different. And that's the thing. It's like people might come with an idea of what it is, and then someone gets taught a certain way, and then from there you've got the foundations, and then you can go with your own intuition, your own flow, and the way that your own personality is, because you can't make Tantra rigid. It's got to be this like beautiful kind of unraveling of like whatever it is that you want to bring to the table.
It's like everyone has their own style, and the personality as well, and the approach to confidence is going to bring you a different new experience.
Yeah,
and it's like I think when you come to a session, you shouldn't have any expectation at all. It's like we are not here to help you to reach an orgasm.
It's the journey, not the destination.
It's the journey, not the destination, please. So now I want to go more a little bit. If you will share any tips and tips people want to improve their sex life.
We'll get there. So I think what I'm understanding, you want me to share some tips about the sex life, or what it is that I offer?
No.
A bit of a mixture. I don't know.
Oh, well, you can do whatever you want. You can share some tips and tricks.
I think tips to sex life are a perfect thing, because everyone wants tips to sex life, because we don't get taught this at school. Like, we get taught that, you know, we have some genitals and we make babies, you know. So yeah, I think my biggest trips and ticks. We're both so ADHD, we can't stay still. Like,
I can move too much.
Let's sit like this, but. Right, okay, this is not a whipping, unfortunately. I did not.
She said because she is a Tantra practitioner, she loves like me. We are different. She just got an accident. I always wanted to do this in my shop.
Because I've been rolling out I've been booty building, so I've got bruises. Like, this is like such good lighting, it's showing everything. Anyway.
Nice, is it good?
I burned myself on a scooter. So that's out of the way.
Okay, so
tips and tricks.
Tips and tricks about sex or intimacy. Intimacy is. I don't like to talk more about sex. I like to talk more about intimacy.
Because when people get that thought about sex, it is that's what sex is to people. So intimacy is like the whole erotic build-up, right? And this is everything that we do. We can be intimate in every moment. Like,
it's like you can be intimate with your partner, like with clothes on. You know, you can always be like just talking and a little touch, eye gazing, you know. Yeah, hi.
And so intimacy, I would say, you know, with these tips and tricks, when you are with someone that you are interested in, it's always really great to build that rapport, build that kind of like excitement by just the small things, like by, you know, if you are on a date and things like using your hands.
Like giving some signals, you know, giving something like the person is sure, like a little details, a person is sure that they want to be together, you know, like they want to, you just build, you just don't go all the way in 3, 2, 1, please, no, stop doing that. like more relaxed, like people, that's why, for example, me, what do you include in a session?
Okay, right, I've still not finished with my tips.
I'm sorry.
So I just want to do this first.
Yeah.
I would say the build-up, which means always keeping something fresh, exciting, connective with the eyes, with the body, not making it feel like you need to resort in anything, but really enjoying someone near you and giving them that real heart connection and getting to know them through their soul and not just anything else. And so like when you're in long-term relationships, people tend to lose this because they lose that like kind of honeymoon period, and they're like, I don't know how to do this anymore, and they just want to have sex, and it's disconnected, and it's like you come back from work, you're kind of on your phone, and then you're like, okay babe, let's hump, and it's like, okay, intimacy, there is no intimacy with that. That is just, I want a quick fuck. Intimacy is like the build-up and making love to every single moment with the other person.
Yeah, but not necessarily.
And enjoying.
Absolutely, but you can always build or establish that with little details. You know, maybe like a little present, roses, messages, dirty talk. You just have to build up all day and every day. It's like the plant needs air and water, sun.
It needs that little bit every moment.
A little.
Not
That's how
moment,
relationships are. I do feel like people is lacking right now of being honest with themselves and being like, it's hard for them to communicate their own desires as well.
And I think a big part of it as well is like the vulnerability.
Absolutely.
That's like the most huge part, which I think a lot of men really lack. They feel like they want to be this strong, macho, never have like any kind of issue with anything, and like they're able to protect without actually like feeling their emotions, which is then not allowing them to properly put themselves with that other person. I'm trying to do this as quick as possible, and there's so much that I want to say.
I know, I
I want to
understand.
say. I'm like, I feel a bit restricted now.
No, you don't have to feel restricted. You have to just go forward and keep going.
We're just gonna have to make more of these.
Well,
videos.
absolutely. I'm pretty sure they wanted to see us in more.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we go, I want to know, the last question is what do you include in what is a tantric session?
A tantric session. So for me, what I love to do when I'm doing tantra with my people, I tend to do it with men at the moment. Ritual space, number one, always number one in tantric.
Everything is a
Tantra
ritual
world.
because everything is sacred. We work with the energy, even though we talk about the sexual energy and how you can activate and also giving more life into your life, connect with your feminine, with your masculine energy. Always is a ritual. It's something sacred, it's something private, confidential, and it's that safe place to just let yourself go and without expectations.
So the ritual part is really, really important, so that people can really feel that it's a contained space. And having things like the 5 senses, right? You've got the smell, which we do right now. We've got the candles going on, which is like that ritual part of what you're doing right now, which is really beautiful. So I offer this ritual. People come in, there's like the smell, and there's this aura, and then there's usually what I do is I put a mattress in the middle of the floor.
Okay.
And that's kind of like the basic tantric thing is like you put a mattress on the floor. You've got like your maybe silky materials, just something really soft to feel.
Something to activate your sense, the touch. Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, so I have that, and I have pillows on the floor. What it is that I like to bring is that the person comes in, we have a conversation, and I allow them to speak to me unfiltered about what's going on with their time. So we have a little bit of a connection with what it is that's going on, so that they can let that out, leave it at the door, and then I can kind of focus on what it is that I want to bring in and what they want to bring into the session as well. So the intention in that is really, really important. So when we speak about it, we can bring the intention and aliven that sort of part of themselves to let them bring that into the session.
That's exactly,
which is really important. Like
it's very important. It's like you have a clear idea where you're going to move, or where you're going to give, what is the direction you're going to give to that energy, because at the end of the day it's like you're going to activate the sexual energy and them, and
exactly. And it just allows that first layer to come off. I always feel like the communication aspect is that first layer that goes, okay, this person isn't just going to give me this like erotic massage. It's like they know me now, so their vulnerability, they are wider open. So they're more able to receive. And you
have to feel comfortable to receive. I think when people come to a session at Tantric, you represent this masculine energy because you are the giver, and then they are the feminine energy that are the receiver. But if the masculine energy doesn't provide this safe place, the receiver is going to struggle. Because sometimes you release certain emotions during the session where they don't even know they were there.
Yeah, exactly. We all have masculine and feminine, so the tantrika usually has to channel that real balance between the masculine and feminine, because you know what we give is quite a feminine energy, but we're giving, so that's masculine. But anyway, with the next part, we usually unravel into like the boundaries, so making sure we're both super clear on what it is that we do not like, making sure that they consent to what it is that they're going to do, and if they have any requests that they would like, and whether I can do that as well. If, you know, obviously I have my boundaries, so sometimes it might be a little bit different to what they want to do, but being able to be clear is so important, so it doesn't allow them to like get into the head during the session of like, oh, I'm not supposed to do that, or I don't like that. You know, we need that clear.
Yes.
So undressing ritual usually happens after that, and that's a really beautiful ability to get that person feeling into their sensuality more, allowing themselves to get into that receiver mode, because when we're undressing and we're bringing someone in, we're wrapping them in this really soft, beautiful golden ring of energy while we do it. It helps them feel safer and more, again, with that layer coming off, that ability to receive. And so they then get invoked as the king. Yeah. Mainly the king. I have had one lady client recently, so I can do women as well. So that royal that they are, if they feel comfortable with that word, I always check in with the wording that I use as well. Some people might not be up for that, but most people love to be evoked as royal. And I'll look them in the eyes, and I'm completely there, devoted, in service to that person. And that's the main thing that I want to bring to this, is that my service is devotion. Like, once we've got through those layers, I'm in devotion. I see them undressed, and then they see me undressed. We're in this devotion together, and this union of we're both being vulnerable. And then we can go into different aspects like eye gazing and breath work together, depending on how long we've got. But I tend to always do eye gazing with people, because every single part of it is coming through these layers. Yeah. After the eye gazing, the breath work, and they're completely like ready, we will go into a very nice sensual massage, getting different textures, different feelings, maybe some smells, and eventually we get down to this part. Okay. And that's where people get confused.
I get excited when you said that, and it's like, okay, give me.
I can't do too much because it's going on YouTube. Okay. So I'm just trying to close my legs at this time, be a bit normal for the YouTube. And we call it the lingam massage in Tantra, and I think you will.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with the lingam massage.
Familiar?
Well, the way I treat my clients is completely different than how she does. That's why I brought it here. Oh. Yeah. So yes, it's very, very different, because I do believe the lingam massage is something I approach with my clients when they are ready. I've seen them a couple of times.
Interesting.
Yes, I do. The way I approach my clients is we have similar things. Part of when they're coming in, we have this chat, we talk about it, the goals, the intention, and then establish what is happening, and then we go into a Shiva and Shakti dance as well. I prepare them. I prepare with them, and then I do the similar. I make them to own this energy, this masculine energy. When I'm treating guys, I do eye gazing, some talk, and then just pressure points into body work. The first session with all my clients, they are not naked, just because time to time I've been realizing into my own experience, some people when they are naked, they feel like too vulnerable. And
that's what all the guys want with me. I never get asked for clothes. I'm not like, I just want to go straight to the lingam massage.
Because you run your session different than me. Yeah. Different than me. And I do believe, first of all, I try to let them more like the spiritual and sensual experience. And then when they feel like they are ready, they can unlock something else.
That's so cool.
I run Tantra in more like holistic way.
Oh, I thought mine was holistic as well.
No, because I don't know. It's just different, you know. It's like even me, I've been in a tantric massage as a client. Like one time before I started my own business, I went to that, and she was like, we talk, and then we went to a massage, and then she done like Johnny massage as well. Google it. And then when I went to another guy, I thought I would get with a guy, and it was the same thing, but I didn't feel like it was, I unlocking new layers. I'm more fascinated with the journey. And yeah, that's what I do.
More very quickly down there, because I think with women, like I do more of a build up, and you know, I would suggest to them that there's more sessions before. But I've felt like a big opening for men, and I usually do like a 3-hour session with them.
Yeah.
So when they have the 3 hours, they usually are really ready for that lingam touch. And then the people that get me are just always ready. They're always like that.
It's like because the way you run Tantra is, I would say, more hands-on. You know,
it's all holistic at the end of
absolutely,
the day. You're going into the layers, you're peeling them back,
peel certain layers, and then you go.
Vulnerable.
Yes.
It is a very holistic, like psychotherapeutic.
Absolutely. It's like
it's amazing what you do as well. I want to do more. More gradual now. I'm gonna start. Implementing that. Hopefully, I'll get.
Absolutely, it's like that's why we're here, because we exchange certain approaches. Do we have and but I have levels with the clients, so that's the level 1, and then we go into the level 2, because I don't know you, but I've been treating a lot of with ED. Or PT, like dysfunctional erection. And what I've been realizing specifically with those clients, they need more build up. And because they are too aroused, they feel very disconnected from their body, so they literally cannot control direction. So that's just the main problem. So for me, I realized you have to literally provide a place or a space where they have the ability to slow down safely, and then they can start controlling much better. Because if I go in the first session and then provide lingam massage, the next time, it's something about how you manage the arousal timing as well. But
Definitely.
And then with women,
that's the whole fun of it. I love the tease. I'm like, okay,
exactly.
We're gonna go somewhere else again now. We're gonna go somewhere else again now, because you're going somewhere else. Come back to your breath. Just keep coming back to your breath.
Of course, all the time. You
always
keep
breathing.
Yes, all the time.
And if they do feel like they're gonna ejaculate as well, I always get them to roll their hips. Men don't realize, they just go stagnant. They're like, and you're like, start to move your hips, start to breathe. You've stopped breathing, keep breathing, breathe with me, and
breathe. It's like
shake your hips, move your hips, whip, whip, whip. And when they start to do that, the control will come.
Absolutely.
And they actually think usually that they're about to ejaculate, and then usually orgasm comes without the ejaculation, and their whole body is so energetically alive that they cannot help but shake, like that female sort of ejaculation.
It's like because you activate the Kundalini energy. So it's like, it's so energetic. You break through from your physical body. And when you break through, that's so beautiful, It's like you just went to an experience completely different than you meant to be. And I think it's time to time, and people is different. I do have some women, so where we go into the first session and I can feel them, they feel more comfortable. So I take them into
women need a bit longer usually to warm up, and that's actually another topic for another day.
Yeah, but literally
women.
I would say for me it's like classify my clients depending on their needs, and but I don't take them into. That's a different. I do a mirror exercise as well. But I think it's just different, It's like every practitioner, they bring Tantra into a new way. And it's okay.
But I mean, this is what I do with my body work and things, but I'm moving less and less into that, because I've learned like a really amazing, I know really amazing ways to heal yourself in a tantric way over a period of time, and doing it for yourself, rather than that expectation of you go in for a few times and have someone else touch you, which is amazing and can bring a really incredible transformative knowledge and like intuition to yourself. Like it just brings so much. It's kind of like shaken up as though you've taken ayahuasca or something.
It's like sometimes I think I try to provide tantric in a slow way, just because for me I realize if I want a massage or like a sensual massage, you go to the massage parlor. But if you really want to transform your life from the
Yourself.
inside out and yourself and literally make a real change, you will rather to understand the journey, because so many other things will happen, you know. And I had this other guy that wanted to date more because he was afraid of women. He was so I worked with him more like testing him like every time, slowly until he built the confidence back to it. And I think I use different kind of techniques to bring people into their stronger self. Because I do believe we do have like so much to hear, and we can use different techniques to improve the relationship with ourselves. Yes.
Exactly, and that's what I do over if I'm coaching, mentoring someone for a few months. Like I let them unravel that within themselves by just being that mirror, and then the ability to give them these tools and tactics to go through. Not just, you know, I think. Oh God, there's so much to say. I think
I know.
But like within what I do over the few months is like a cause of, okay, what's blocking you from getting your desires, and then going through like the really deep knowings, like the things that you've maybe unconscious beliefs that you've been holding, which have been stopping you from getting there. And like doing tantric things actually comes and coincides with like different therapeutic modalities, like, you know, looking at your shadows and working with your shadows, which a lot of people ignore, and that's actually stopping them from being able to reach this sexual transcendence, which everyone wants to have, because they're unwilling to go to this deep aspect. And this is the work that I really get light from doing. Yeah. And, you know, there's only so much you can do with touch.
So much you can. I always believe body work is very helpful, but I do believe sometimes body work, when we complement with something else, you're gonna break through.
Yes. Doing it
in a deeper level, because sometimes it's like, for example, if you want to eat a good dish, you're gonna go to a nice restaurant, you have you eat the dish, but then next day it's like you forget about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like so like.
Sometimes I don't forget about it. I'm like, oh my God, I love that food so much, I want it in my mouth again.
Yeah, but what about if you go to a cooking class and then you learn how to cook the dish and you can cook it like every day at home?
Yeah, for sure. And it's like that learning.
Can you imagine how to learn how to reach orgasms, like the good ones, and then you will have that like every day at home? I don't know.
The importance of doing all this by yourself. Like, I want to go a little bit more about like what I do in this 3-month period, because yes, I do the sexual body work and whatnot, but I am moving towards helping people more on a level of like depth and how you're going to create this lasting change.
Absolutely.
And have the tools for that for the rest of your life. And that sounds like what you do with your layers.
Yes, that's why I do more, because I do believe it's like, if I wanted just to provide a shortcut, it's like providing I don't know, like 30 days lost 5 kilos. And for me, it's like, you know you're lying to yourself. You know exactly.
I am so curious about that.
So now we're gonna go on to the top.
Okay.
This is my routine. You will pull 3 cards, pillow talk cards for intimate conversations. So here we go.
How long have we got?
We have like 2 minutes. So let's pull it out.
Okay,
2 cards.
on this one.
Okay, if you could wave a magic wand, what would you want more of in your sex life? Harry Potter.
Yes,
The Tantric Potter.
What would I want more in my sex life if I were to...
If you have a magic wand.
Have a magic wand. Mutual, connective, intimacy. Just like this. I really have this deep urge for like pure orgasmic connection without even taking the clothes off, just staring right into staring, like
I
looking
love that.
right into someone's
You
eyes.
feel the passion, you know, like you feel like
Yeah, this passion, but also this slowness. I just desire someone to feel just like this build up, and I want like longer lasting intimate connections, and I don't want it to all be about cock in vagina. I want this like whole energy exchange.
I love that.
Way more than what it
I
Doesn't
want that
happen
as well. I'm craving. What is my masculine balance, man? Huh? I'm still looking for you.
I just want to be taken within the energy.
Let's one.
Okay.
Next one.
Is that too much to ask?
No, it's okay. If we decide not to have actual intercourse, but still wanted to do something sexual, what might we get up to you?
But it might be sexual, but not actual,
But no intercourse.
not penetration,
Yeah.
basically. Okay. Similar to before, can I show you what it is that I actually
Okay,
want
go.
without trying to flash? And I'm so sorry for my scar because it's really not attractive.
That's fine, we got it.
But I want.
So what should I do?
I want to be able to, right, come this way.
Okay, I'm coming this way.
Someone to
She's
be able
taking
to
over me.
sit
Okay, go.
here,
Here we go.
and I want to get on their lap. I want to give them a little. I'm trying not to show my bum on.
Okay, I hold it for you.
And I want to like grind against someone. I want to completely be taken over. But, well, no, to take over them, give them a bit of a lap dance, stare into their eyes.
I'm joking.
I want to stare into their eyes and feel the warmth of their whole body and the whole sexual expression.
You wanna be like, oh my
I
God,
don't know how
that's so
much
good.
it is that they can see, but yeah.
No, they definitely can see. They can see your point.
Okay.
I'm
Sorry,
blushing.
I got a bit steamy. Yeah, I guess like it would just be this like whole massage expedition.
You wanna have that little intimacy with someone who is not waiting to put it in. Because
Well, honestly,
they want to enjoy
had
the journey.
energetic orgasms from doing this.
Energetic, yeah, me
Like
too.
energetic. And
I had those
fucking
like
beautiful.
without. Oh my gosh, those are the.
It's just the best thing in the world. Like I've had better orgasms from without taking my clothes off
So true.
before because yeah.
That's
it's just
one
that-
before we
it's
go
just one-
because today it's been amazing.
I have
but
to go
it's
to
been
get
a
my
journey,
flight.
guys.
I have to get a flight back to Gold Coast. so,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a problem with infidelity. Infidelity.
Infidelity. Yeah.
That it hurts the other person, or is it bad by itself?
What?
The problem with infidelity is because hurts someone or because it's bad by itself.
Why am I not getting this right now? Is a problem with. Right, I need to read it again. I'm having
Read
a bit
it.
of a moment. Is this problem with infidelity that I
Okay,
can't see?
she had to. I'm sorry, she has to go
Oh my god, the word infidelity has just like slipped my mind.
because the question is if infidelity is bad by itself because it's an act or because you are hurting
Yes.
someone. What is the worst? I had to hold myself, but they went my books.
I'm still not figuring this out in my head.
Okay,
It's
okay, I'm gonna
I'm
give you a
having
next one.
I'm having a block to that. Can I ask you that question?
Okay, I think it's bad by itself in itself. Because I do believe when people is infiel or like they cheat into someone,
Oh yeah, cheating. That's what it
Cheating
is.
is cheating.
I was like, what is this word? Okay.
it's cheating. So
Yeah.
when someone cheat on someone, that means they didn't have the communication skill. They were
There you go.
You could say, for example, women we cheat because we are not feeling any connection, emotional connection with the other person, and they haven't built it up. They haven't keep it up in the relationship. It's like I do believe it's like, what's the point to cheat in someone? why you can be a grown person and talk about it, the desire, talk about like being honest with your partner and say, you know, I feel like we should spice it up and go in a swinger club, in a sex party, go try a threesome, try something new, maybe incorporate some toys, maybe try kinky stuff. You know, I thought I watched this, I would like to try. What do you think about it? But people, they're lacking of confidence, sexual confidence. And I don't know why. I think it probably is for those social standards or the social norms. All the time we try to keep it up, or maybe you have in your mind, this is too much, too soon. I think for me it's bad by itself. Don't cheat on people. Don't do that. It's not correct. Be honest.
Cheating is like when you don't communicate something.
You don't
to your
communicate.
partner and you do something behind their back and you lie. That is cheating. It's like you can have communication around sleeping with other people or connecting with other people, but as long as it's a mutual decision that you're okay with each other, but you need that communication.
Absolutely. You always have to communicate. It's gonna help you to grow your relationship. And what's the point? I feel like for me, relationship is something like...
I forgot the word infidelity. I was like, what is this word? Computer. I think I was thinking about the time too much.
So she had to go. I love you. We had an amazing
I feel
weekend.
Like
it was so good.
I feel like we need to like speak about so much and like slower next
I hope you like it. Today we were dressed more sexy and casual for this episode. Oh my god, my teeth. I'm sorry. But I love you all and thank you so much for watching me, watching us. Subscribe to the next episode and
the excitement is real after meeting you.
Thank you for being tonight.
Thank you so much for having me on.